Welcome to the Weekly Blend Podcast. I'm Lassa.
I'm Corey.
And I'm Greg.
And we're going to be talking about TV reviews today. And the first thing we're going to do is 24. So what do you guys think about the current season of 24? We're in season
Well, let's set it up here a little
8.
bit. Yeah, we're in season 8 of 24. It's been going on for a long time. Jack has died many, many times. He's been stabbed, shot.
Infected with viruses,
Yeah.
blown up in nuclear explosions or very close to nuclear explosions.
Right. And now we're hearing that this is the last season, and I will have to say
So I was going to
that's a
ask,
good
because I
thing.
heard that it's coming, like, it was coming to an end.
Yeah.
Well,
I
and if
kinda
this
think it
is the
needs
last
to.
season, I'm going to say boo-hoo or boo on that because honestly, it's not the most epic 24 season that I have seen.
I don't think that has everything. I think that it's just kind of wearing out its welcome. Like,
Sure.
I think the novelty of what it was is kind of done. You know, because what else do you do? Like, you
Well,
know,
I mean,
24 hours.
Yeah, I mean they keep on. Well, yeah, and that's. I mean that's the big
a
problem.
nuclear attack on New York or LA, right? I mean,
Yeah.
we've covered this many times. Okay, or it's going to impending doom of another country attacking us with nuclear weapons. I mean, it's the counter-terrorist unit, so that they have to deal with terrorists at some point. So there's only
But I mean, there's
so much
more.
they can
Like, I
do.
mean, they wouldn't always. I mean, I know a nuke is like the worst thing that could possibly happen, or I think in some cases multiple nukes. You know, in some
Right.
seasons. And they've used like nerve gas and stuff like that before. But I mean,
How you top it.
yeah, I mean, how you
exactly.
talk, I mean, wouldn't it be better to like focus on? I don't know if like 9/11 style stuff is even touchable, you know, for entertainment purposes, like you know, like an airplane, you know, like exploring different ways that terrorists operate, you know,
I never thought about that.
I think first of all, it might be a little too.
realistic.
Yeah, it might be too close to home.
Right.
That's
Well,
a
and,
good way
and that's
of
what I was saying. Is like I don't know if that topic is touchable.
Well, secondly,
But-
and I also think that like that affects such a small amount of people. As much as it's terrible, don't get me wrong here, but you know what I mean. Like that affects a couple thousand, whereas the nuclear weapon is like this is going to kill tens of thousands of people.
And-
That threat, I think, to most people,
and impact the
sees-
political climate of the whole world. you
Right.
know. So anyway, this season though, in the past seasons that I've watched, a lot of the side stories and stuff were in fact interesting.
Yeah, they're terrible now.
And they just shuffle, like 24 is known for like killing off characters and stuff like that often, and they shuffle through so many side characters and put them in so many situations that I don't even care about. I'm just like, get back to Jack, get back to what Jack is doing, you know.
Right. And well, I think you hit the low point last year when you had Janine Garofalo on it, and then now
Yeah.
this year. Sorry, I hate her, but like now this year you have Freddie Prinze Jr. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not saying he's not a good actor.
She's all that.
Yeah, but it's like this is like it's like it would be like in the '90s bringing like Corey Haim and Corey Feldman onto like serious dramas. It's like these
Remington
people.
Steele.
Yeah, like you're. These are not people that people see in that role. It's just like bad.
No, it's like Cabin Fever and having Ryder Strong in it.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I don't. Those reference either one. Nothing.
And not
You didn't
television
see it.
either. Not television.
Yeah, but still the same principle. Ryder Strong, kid from Boy Meets he's got the long hair. He's the one all the girls like.
You're spending way too much time on this rabbit trail.
Yes.
I didn't know his real name.
Yeah. But he's in like.
Topanga though. Woo.
Yeah, you like watching The Dish, don't you?
I do. Just
Just to see her.
just kidding.
So, and yeah, the blonde chick, like her whole side story with the parole officer.
Yeah, it's
Good
really,
grief.
It's really corny.
Well, it's kind of cool that it was the guy from Office Space, though.
the stapler guy.
Milton.
No, yeah.
You see my stapler?
Yeah. Yeah. Overall, I mean, it's wearing out. I think that honestly, most of it comes back to something weird, twisted is going to happen, so you're always
You can
looking
only
for
do
it.
the same
You can
template
only
for
do
so long.
yeah.
And honestly, you know, they've lost. I mean, 24 does kill characters often, but they've lost many of the characters. Like Chloe and Jack are pretty much it from like the long running
Yeah,
portion of the
that's true.
season. Like we lost the former CTU director last year in the season. Like they keep on killing off characters that you care about, and so they have to create new ones.
When you're losing actors.
Yeah,
Right.
well, and I'm
I'll
just
say
saying,
it.
like,
And they
Cord.
tried to bring back a character from last year.
who wasn't a very good character.
But she was an okay character. But she's like, and I actually think that the dialogue, in my opinion, the dialogue in 24 has gotten more corny.
Yeah.
Like Mitch kind of brought it up because he was watching a little bit of it, and he's like, "Really, really?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you're right. It's pretty bad." Now I'm
Yeah.
starting to notice it a lot.
Well, and
more.
now I equate Jack Bauer more with what's his face from CSI Miami, like the way he talks in that low gravelly
Yeah.
voice. Now I'm like, I instantly think of, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So,
It's I think that I'm just glad to see it come to an end. I guess is the best thing.
It's too bad
not-
it couldn't go out on a high note. It's, I
Yeah.
mean, because I came
If
in
it was
as
going out on a high
lot
note,
of-
it wouldn't go out. That's the whole thing.
some shows find ways to do that. Yeah, I mean, like
Certain
I said,
things say
like I was
we're
saying,
only having this many seasons, and then you cut, and that's a good.
it doesn't
decision
feel like they
sometimes.
brought their A game for the final. If this is the final season, it doesn't feel like they brought their
But
A
they've
game
changed
to it.
so many writers so many times.
Oh, have they?
I think that, yeah.
So, I mean, season 5 for me was where I came in, and that was like a really awesome season. That really hooked
Right.
me. And then ever since then, it's just kind of, so.
That's it for this week. You can always follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/Corey Burris.
/ Craig Santee.
/ Lasse Lund.
And you can also check us out at twitter.com/theweeklyblend. You can check out all of our stuff on theweeklyblend.com. We'll be posting all the videos on there. We also have our weekly audio podcast. So if you're subscribed to this podcast, you already get it. But we talk about all the news of the week and on movie, TV, and video games. So anything else you guys want to add?
Nothing here.
Good as
No.
gold.
All right. Until next time, we out. And
Tee hee, tee hee.